After losing 23.18% on the 7th of August 2025, SEZL continued to print lower prices up till the 12th. And since that time, it has gradually began to recover some of those losses. It looks like an accumulative contraction. Okay, let's just say it's a recovery. And but in the midst of all of this recovery, you can see here between the 19th and 20th, it also printed an intraday low of 84.50. So it wasn't actually on the 12th that it printed the lowest. This is the daily chart. It's just that prints the closing prices. So within the trading session, a lot can happen. And indeed, here we can see it was captured on the 20th, printed an intraday low of 84.5. And on the 24th, it printed an intraday high of 99.77. So between that intraday low and intraday high, the stock it has recovered. If you are looking at it from the intraday high, then it has recovered. Okay, let's just say at some point it had recovered 17.51%, but going by the closing price on Friday, the 29th, it has recovered 11.43 since its this low of since it began to show weakness on the when did it start to show weakness on the this is actually on the 6th or thereabout on the 6th of August. So it has actually recovered from the lows of let's say now this will be the lows of when since the lows of since July. Okay, yeah, since the lows of since July, since the summer lows. Yeah, the lows of the second half of this year. Yeah, this is the low of the second half of this year. So um, from what we discovered on that day on the 7th, there wasn't really any fundamental things, any fundamental issue wrong with the reports that was delivered, the company's earnings outcomes. I think they all beat estimates or something like that. But you never know. There were the was it the case of sell the news or whatever? I don't think it was the case of sell the news. It was just market participants were not convinced. They were not. They were a bit apprehensive. Some were saying that the funds that were raised should have been put towards innovation and things that can deliver value. Yeah, even with positive, better than expected guidance, it wasn't enough. The stock still plunged. 23% is a lot in one session. So, but in any case, it's gradually coming back, and there might be indications that buyers are gradually picking up. Evidently, they are gradually picking up the shares. It seems evidently, yeah, since it has recovered. Surely it has done that. Recovered roughly 11.43%. So yeah, it has. It is indeed. Buyers are definitely gradually buying. So in terms of extrapolations, it's actually saying that well, for up till Wednesday, the 3rd of September, it may remain strong, and then after that, further weakness is expected to play out. Okay, so based on this extrapolation, we're not out of the woods yet. So the weakness is expected to remain in place up till the 11th of September, and then another further contraction that might even go distributive up till the 9th of October. Okay, so technically, it's not looking optimistic. It's not looking bullish. And since that weakness, four upper projections have since materialized. So as of the close of the 29th, the projections vary from as of that day. It had a diverse range, a wide range of projections from 63.46 all the way towards 138.04. So we have 63.46. Above it, we have 77.61, 100.51, 117.21, 130.09, 138.04. That's a very diverse range over. Yeah, it had a very diverse range, yes, of projections. So The Fibonacci projections are thinking that something good can come out of what this weakness. However, technically, there isn't any optimism as such. Yeah, it's a divergence of the technical divergence, if you like. Yeah. So, however, of course the stock has been recovering. So it's the 10-day moving average is in the trend mode. However, the 21-day moving average hasn't recovered. So you can see that's why I was a bit apprehensive about saying that it is a recovery. It is a recovery short. It is because we can clearly see that 10-day moving average is in trend mode, but it hasn't completely come out of the woods yet. Maybe that's why the algos are saying that yeah, as things stand right now, there's a good chance that it can't hold up above. It can't hold up. Okay, yeah, there's a good as they're saying as things stand right now. It's there's a good chance it may still remain below its 21-day moving average. That is this one. Yeah, and this is the 40-day moving average, and it's just slightly above the 10-day moving average. So it's also indicating now as well that the derivatives are negative, indicating that maybe it may not be able to hold its position above that moving average as well. So the recovery is not fantastic. Trend mode, yes, but not fantastic as such. You know. Do we have any news? Let's see what we have. 3 days ago, five versus SEZL. Which fintech stock holds a stronger momentum right now? Let's see. Okay. Both are well-known players in the fintech sector. Fiserv is a prominent provider of payments, merchant processing solutions, and banking, while Sezzle is an emerging buy now, pay later platform serving digital commerce consumers. Fiserv came out in the second quarter of 2025 with an 8% year-over-year rise in adjusted revenues. Okay, Sezzle has demonstrated exceptional performance in the second quarter of 2025, a record-breaking 74.2% year-over-year surge in gross merchandise volume to 927 million directly contributed to a 76.4% jump in the top line. Settle's ability to turn increased usage into profit is reflected in this metric. Additionally, a 13.7% sequential rise in monthly on-demand and subscribers show effective user acquisition and retention strategies. So some of these literature on the stock is probably amongst the reason why the stock is has gradually began to recover. But technically, it's not. It still has a lot of uh, headwind it has to deal with. Yeah. Okay. So let's just see how things go. I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.